Hello, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Whovians, and welcome to another Halloween special with the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Isn't it time that you met some monsters? Enjoy the game, folks. Stand by, because we're about to begin. My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. From Krypton Radio and the creators of the Hanging With web show, this is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend. And hello, fellow Whovians. Welcome again to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS with one of our Halloween specials. And do we have a special for you today? I've got some monster and alien men today, and we're going to be playing a little game that you can all join in, and it is for a good charity. But first, let me introduce the entire team here, starting off with the lovely Melanie Dean. How are you doing there, Melanie?
Doing quite well. Really excited for today's episode.
I know. We've got some Halloween specials going on this week. Next week, we're going to be doing a cosplay special called Costuming and Cosplaying During COVID. So some wonderful cosplayers are going to be on the discussion. And then our final week of October, our final episode for the month of October, we're going to have a big special with Phantasmagoria, performing a live and special edition of The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. That's going to be on the 27th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11 p.m. UK time. So don't miss out there. They are a wonderful performing, I think, what would be like steampunk team?
Yeah, kind of. I think it'll just a steampunk burlesque kind of, as in a showmanship.
It's an experience.
It's an experience. Yeah.
It's a total experience there. Speaking of teams, let's go ahead and introduce our guests. First of all, let me go ahead and introduce the gentleman down below. This is Richard Ashton. How you doing there, Richard? Oh,
this is Ross.
He's been eliminated.
Richard might be popping in and out because I know that he's having some technical difficulty with the connection. So just so you know, viewers, every time he pops back out, he will come right back. He's like a monster you can't kill.
Okay. Well, here he is again. Hi, Richard. I'm doing okay. How you doing there, folks?
There he is.
There's Richard. Hi, again. I'm the Ice Warrior. Everything okay, Richard?
No. He's now frozen.
He's now frozen. Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll be back. Let's wait. Save him for the end.
Speaking from Frozen, we want to introduce Ross Mullan. He's been returning here. Ross has you've done many monsters. You had a long discussion about that. Tell us a little bit for the folks who might be just joining us. Tell us a little bit about what you did in Doctor Who.
Ooh, I played the Silence. And I played the Teller in Peter Capaldi's Time Heist.
Aww.
Crazy Eyes. And I played the White Walker on Game of Thrones, which has nothing to do with Doctor Who.
I'm sorry,
but it's still amazing.
I'm sorry, you put up something earlier. I didn't catch it, and then I saw the Teller.
Ah, yes.
There we go. Well, welcome there, Ross. Who are you going to be playing for? This is going to be for a great charity there, and I believe, tell us a bit about the charity that you're going to be playing for today.
The charity I'm playing for is a charity I've worked with hands-on since 2004 called Seen and Heard, and they're based in the Somerstown area, which is in Camden in North London, and we work with the kids in Somerstown, age 9 and up, And we get the kids to write little plays, and then they're performed by professional actors, directed by professional directors to sold-out audiences. So if you want to see myself or someone like Richard or some other really snazzy actors, come down to Seen and Heard when we're up and running again at Teatro Technis. In the meantime, we're still working in schools with the kids. So Seen and Heard need a lot of love. Seen and Heard. SCENE.
SCENE and heard.org. You want to check it out there. It's Seen and Heard there. And Richard, let's not wake up. The poor guy. I'm feeling so bad for him right now.
He's fallen asleep.
He's asleep. Don't wake up the Ice Warriors apart. Speaking of Ice Warriors, bad transition, but welcome back. Simon Fishenbecker, one of our wonderful panelists here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. How are you doing there, Simon?
Oh, I'm tickety-boo as usual, in my little office, isolating.
Now, is that a fair thing to call Dorium a monster? I don't think so. He's more of an alien, right?
Yeah, he's more of an alien. I would concede that his nature is somewhat dubious. Mm-hmm. So it's always open to discussion as to whether he's a goodie or a baddie.
Oh, okay.
I think the difference between Dorum and the Doctor is that the Doctor would have a conscience if he has to do something that's perceived as a bit bad or wrong, whereas Dorum would establish that what needs to be done is correct and just get on with it.
Gotcha.
So that's the main difference.
He does it for the money. He does it for the coin.
Well, the money, it does help make his decision, yes, but he doesn't faff around.
Not only that, he helped the Doctor, so he's not really like.
Yeah, he's helped the Doctor, and the Doctor must have helped him. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a debt.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I'm hoping this is.
Well, what is Simon playing for?
Oh, my chosen charity for this week is the Bumblebee Conservation Trust. It's based in the UK. Its main office is down south in Hampshire, but his main actual research work is done in Scotland at Stirling University. And at this time in particular, a lot of work, not only with bumblebees, but other creatures that help seed our future food if we're going to go vegetarian once they've killed all the cows and the horses and the pigs, But there we go. At the moment, we're dealing with COVID, but then there's the vegans who really do sound like a Doctor Who alien. We will suck nutrients from you and make you eat grass.
Nice. I was a little worried because we still have yet to see the murder hornets show up. They came into the third act and they were supposed to show up, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yes, Bumblebee Conservation Trust.
Got it. Make sure
who are doing extremely good work, but they're a lesser known charity, and so I try and help them with the little bits I can get for them.
You got it. Well, I'm hoping that this is resolved. Do you want me to bring him in there, Melanie?
I would say try to.
Okay, here he comes.
Dun dun dun.
Because Richard has moved rooms. So I think he's slowly getting towards possibly a Wi-Fi thing.
For those of you just listening to us on the audio, we have Simon, we have Ross, and we should have Ice Warrior Richard Ashton. Unfortunately, he's just having some technical difficulties. I think he's trying to get some good Wi-Fi going, and we want him to be part of the game there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you said, Ross, that Richard is playing for the same charity that you are.
I believe so. I think so. Because we both know each other outside of Doctor Who. Can you believe it? We were friends before Doctor Who. But we also work for the same charity. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, welcome there, folks. For those of you just joining us, welcome there, and thank you for putting up with our little technical issues. We're hoping to have this all resolved out here. In the meantime, while Richard's trying to get on here, I'll explain the rules of the game. What this is going to be is, and you can play along. You can play along in the chats, and I've got to ask everybody, gentlemen, if you can do me a small favor, switch over to the private chats because I don't want you to see what our guests in the chats are posting. Otherwise, you might see the answer by some chance. But we're going to let our folks who are watching here play live and see if any of them catch the monster that we're doing. Now, what will happen is we're going to do a round robin a round robin, and as soon as hopefully when we get this resolved with Richard, what will be happening is we're going to do 3 questions. Our panelists are going to be asking 1 question each, starting off with. And it has to be a yes or no question for the first 2 questions that they ask. So they can't ask something like, is this a classic or a New Who character or monster? They need to ask, is this a New Who monster? Which I'm going to respond yes or no. Now, as soon as Richard gets in, we're going to go around a couple times. Excuse me. We're going to go around a couple times, and the 3rd try, they have to guess what the monster is. And if they get it right, they will get a point, and the person who gets the most points will get something for their charity from the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We are going to give them a little bit of funding for their charity, and also for those who are helping out, we're going to make sure that we post each charity on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on the Facebook page. If you would like to contribute and help, of course, by all means, feel free to do so there if you have the means to. I'm hoping Richard at this point, fingers crossed, has made it. We'll just have Richard go to your house, Ross. We see some movement. We see something. He's breathing.
No. I think that's one of those things when you start looking at a picture long enough, you think it's moving, but in reality, it's just
there.
No.
So we're going to do, let's do this. Let's do a bit of a test run. Gentlemen, for right now, until Richard gets in, I'm going to move it up to 4 questions, so that give it a little bit more time there. I'm going to pick the first monster out over here, just so everybody gets a test. We're going to just test this out real fast. And for right now, Simon, I'll go ahead and let you start off with the first question about the monster that I have chosen.
Is this monster associated with one particular doctor?
No.
I thought you were frozen.
No, it's not. No, I had to think about it because I just realized something. So no, this monster has seen more than one doctor.
Okay. So do I ask? Yeah, Ross.
Ross, you get the next question. A yes or no?
Question. I get the next question.
You get the next question.
Is this a classic Who monster?
No. Back to Simon. Simon?
Is this monster have a perceived gender?
Oh, that's a good question. Melanie, I'm going to type in the chat what the monster is. You tell me if they do. Gentlemen, don't look. I say they only have one gender.
Wait, you're in the chat. Let me see. No. They have multiple genders.
Oh, that's right. They do have multiple.
They have multiple genders because it was
right. Yes. So at least we know they have 2 genders. This particular monster.
It has been confirmed in multiple episodes that there are actually the species has multiple genders.
Okay. The species has multiple genders. Ross, hit it up.
Whew. Okay. Is this a Matt Smith monster?
Melanie, he hasn't seen them, has he? No. He has seen them. He has seen them. Yes.
He has seen them, and
it's not a.
Richard, you're doing good.
Richard's back. Yeah.
Richard's back. It's moving.
We're just doing.
And he's moving.
Yeah, Richard, we're just doing a test right now. So, Matt's.
Oh, very good.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to answer back. It is not specifically a Matt Smith monster, but he has seen it.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I think we're on question. Say Simon. Question 3.
Does this monster, I'm trying to think of the phrase, is this monster some sort of police force?
Yes. But it's Ross's turn.
Ah.
And I think we're at the guessing part.
Is this monster resemble an animal?
Yes. And Simon.
So is it my turn now?
Yes, it is, Simon.
Well, if you want to throw Richard in there, he'll just go in there and just answer.
My first guess is a Jadoon.
Is that the answer there, Melanie?
It is the
answer. Yes, it is.
It is. So
Very good.
For the longest time, we believed that the Judoon were all a male militia.
I know. You just reminded
And in
me.
the latest, during the 13th Doctor's run, here's a bunch of spoilers. One of the person looking for the fugitive Doctor found out no, it was female. So multiple genders.
We're going to take the Jadoon out, and now that we've got Richard back, Richard, you're also playing for the same charity that Ross is playing for, correct?
Yes. That's
okay.
One of the ways in which we know it outside of the world of Doctor Who.
Gotcha. So, gentlemen, you kind of got the idea, seenandheard.org. And, gentlemen, you now have an idea. But, Richard, you're going to get in. Again, it's a yes or no question. It's going to be 3 questions, round robin. But remember, the third question is going to be your guess instead of a question. So, Richard, I'm going to start off with you. We're actually going to be playing the game now. Good job. Good job there, Simon. Thank you so much. Richard, you're going to ask the first question. It has to be a yes or no question about the monster that I am thinking of at this moment.
Is this monster in Classic Who?
Yes. And for those of you who are... Actually, it's going to go to Simon next. Simon, we're going to round robin, so Simon gets the next question. And folks, if you want to join in and try to take some guesses, go for it. So,
is this monster known to Doctor Who number 7?
I don't think he's interacted with them, but at this point, he should know them.
Right.
Gotcha. Ross, set me up. What's your question?
Is this monster green?
Yes, I think it's safe to say yes. But the question's back to Richard now. Richard, your yes or no question.
Is this monster basically humanoid in shape?
It's a stretch, Melanie, because I would say yes.
I don't know who it is. It's you. You kept this to yourself, sir.
I'm going to say when in their appearance, yes.
Ooh.
I would say the best way to know if something's humanoid, if I took a gingerbread shape and made it into a cookie, could I make that look like your monster?
Yes.
Then yes, humanoid in shape.
Okay. Yes.
Now, here's the tricky part about this particular monster, because it's kind of hard to answer that question. It's humanoid in its particular form. Simon. Second question.
Does it like water?
You could say that. I can't say anymore else. It's going to give it away.
At what point during the game can they start asking?
Do I get to guess?
or answering?
You can guess. Yeah, you can guess.
And if I guess wrong, I am eliminated.
You are eliminated, unfortunately.
Okay. Is this the Ice Warrior?
Melanie, could this be the Ice Warrior? Most likely, yes. It's an Ice Warrior.
Yes!
Yeah, this is the hardest part because it's humanoid, but when it takes its suit off, it's not really humanoid. It's got a weird thingy going on over there. So Ross is going to claim the first one.
Or if you push them on the side, the whole thing topples over.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
We learned from Richard.
Or is it just Richard just topples over? All right. We're going round robin, and now we're going to start with Simon. Simon, your first question.
Okay, is this monster New Who?
Yes. Ross.
Is this monster female?
I believe it has no gender, but can appear female. Richard?
Is the monster made of snow?
No, not made of snow. Simon.
Is this monster Misty?
Meaning, is it in a mist form?
No, is she known as Misty?
No. I don't think so. Ross.
Is this monster a Peter Capaldi monster?
No. Richard.
Is this monster in the form of vegetation?
No. Simon, take a guess.
Oh, God, take a guess. Oh. We got that far, so I can't even remember what we said it was.
Okay,
so it's New Who.
It's New Who. You asked if it was female. I said it has no gender, but can appear female. It is not Misty or doesn't have a mist. It is New Who. Peter Capaldi has not, or at least has not confronted this from what I understand.
It's hard.
You know, I can't think of anything at all.
Take a shot. Take a wild guess. You may even hit it.
Cassandra.
It is not Cassandra, no. But that's actually a nice guess. Ross, you want to take a guess at who this monster is?
I don't know. I can't even think. It just thrown me. Can I have another question? Can I ask another question?
You can give it a question, sure, but that's just going to help Richard, though.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind helping Richard. I just want to crack it.
Got it.
Does this monster have limbs like we had in the last round of questions? You know, is it a sort of a humanoid monster, physical, with 2 legs and 2 arms?
It does have humanoid limbs per se, yes.
Okay.
So, Richard, what do you think it is?
I think it's a Silurian.
I was you guys are so close. I think Ross was trying to get it there. It's the Clockwork Droids. And I didn't.
No, I didn't get that. No.
No, that's fine.
Wait. Didn't Capaldi go against that when he first came back? No.
No. It was something else. It wasn't
something else.
I had it.
No. Okay.
That's okay, because speaking of which, guys, we need a commercial break.
We return,
we're going to continue on our game. I hope you're having a good time. Happy Halloween.
Crush.
Big crush. Thank you. When we return, please continue to stay long, tuned in, be safe out there. Wash your hands and continue to be part of Legend. Here we go.
Bateman.
What's the Bateman?
A novel set in Florida, written by Florida author D.L. Havlin. Suspense, mystery, and murder.
Evidence is in the bait.
The Bateman is available at local bookstores and online.
Hi, I'm Claudia Christian with some exciting updates in the Sinclair Method world. First of all, we launched our new coaching page. It's yoursinclairmethod.com, so you can go there and book a session with one of our fabulous coaches. You can also reach that page by visiting c3foundation.org. It's at the top of the landing page of the website. The second piece of news is Journeys is out. Woohoo! This book has been a long time in the making, and it is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local bookstore, and there's a limited amount of signed copies at c3foundation.org. So get your copy of Journeys now and visit the coaching page for some wonderful support. If you're on the Sinclair Method, you can book a session with a variety of different coaches. Take care and be well.
Deborah Parmley's Jenna's Christmas Wish.
Santa, if there's one thing I want for Christmas more than anything, it's someone to spend Christmas with. Someone who really wants me to be there.
Head to the mountains of East Tennessee with romance author Jenna Hart for a Christmas writer's workshop. Since her mother passed after a long illness, Jenna has had one wish. She doesn't want to spend Christmas alone. Meeting Niccolo Maldini, cover model and actor, could make more than Jenna's Christmas wish come true. Unless Ember, Niccolo's ex-girlfriend, does something crazy to stop them from being together. It's a mountain Christmas romance you won't want to miss in Deborah Parmley's Jenna's Christmas Wish. Now on Amazon.com.
And if you're watching this on the live stream via the YouTube or the Facebook channel, don't thank us. Thank our friends at geekinsider.com. Don't forget to subscribe at geekinsider.com.
At Geek Insider, we foster relationships with those in the geek sphere so we can give our audience the insider view of entertainment, tech, and more.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
Hey there, folks. And again, if you want to become part of the sponsorship family here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, all you have to do is sign up. Just email myself at Christian@hangingwithshow.com or email Sage at hangingwithshow.com. That's HANGINWITHSHOW.com for our special rates and packages. You can post your whatever you're doing, your special art, your music, your craft, whatever. Just you can send us an email, and we will be putting the stuff out on our shows, on our Facebook page, on our Twitter sites, and you can become part of the HWWS family of advertisers. So make sure if you want to promote anything that you need to get promoted out there, we are now closing in at 40,000 Facebook subscribers. And a lot of our friends, Richard just woke up about that.
40,000 people. This will maximum reach.
We'll have we have a ton of reach. We have a lot of people who check in with our shows every week, every weekend, every couple of days. We have thousands of people coming in watching our shows. So definitely, if you want to join us, please, 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 and help promote things like this today. We're back with our friends here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I'm here with the actor Richard Ashton. I'm here with Ross Mullan, and I am here with our favorite panelist and our favorite blue guy, Simon Fisher-Becker. We are here still playing the Halloween game, the monster matchup. For those of you listening to the radio show, Simon just put up a very, very, very small version of him walking around out there. Ross, you're going to be asking the next question, and we're going to start off with you, sir. So, Ross, take it away. And if you want to play, type into the chats. Sorry.
Is this an old Who Doctor? Classic Who?
No.
No, okay.
Richard.
Does this monster have corporeal form?
Like a solid form, not a ghostly form? Is that what I was trying to...
Yes.
Yes, they do have a solid form. Yes. Simon.
Do they have a globe?
In what way? I'm sorry.
I know where he's going.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, if you know, then the answer is yes or no.
They don't have a globe. They don't have a globe. Sorry. I think Melanie wants to jump. She's just like, I want that. Ross.
That was a very good question.
It is a very good question. Ross.
Is this monster more than one monster, if you know what I mean?
There have been several sightings of this particular monster. Richard, what's your question?
It's a clan. It's a tribe. Okay.
Are they aquatic?
I have not seen this particular monster swim.
Okay.
Or maybe they have, but I haven't seen them physically swim. Simon.
Are they an old monster?
They're not classic Who.
Oh, of course not. All right.
Did you guys want me to add one more question to give it a little bit more? Make it 4 questions?
Or are we almost up?
Yes, I'm guessing around. Yeah. So, Ross, did you want me to add a question?
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. Ask another one. I'll make it 4 questions.
Okay. Are these a Matt Smith monster?
Yes.
Okay.
11 has seen them a lot.
Ooh.
Richard.
11 has seen them a lot. They're solid. You haven't seen them swim. Oh, this is just exposing my ignorance horribly. Or perhaps my sense of logic and entailment. But are they also present in Old Who?
No, they're not in Classic Who.
Yeah.
Simon, 3rd question.
Yes, that just scotched my second question. Oh, dear. Are they the Weeping Angels?
They are not the Weeping Angels. Sorry, Simon. It's taking you out there. But Ross.
Of course, and of course, no, it's all right. I'm being completely...
Are they the Silence?
I don't know. Could they be the Silence? They definitely could be. Yay! Woo! Ross takes another one in there.
Winning.
It's poetic that Ross got that one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I did Richard's monster on him. He let off that one.
I briefly played the Ice Warrior in the Doctor Who proms at the Royal Albert Hall. So.
Oh, okay.
Just briefly.
In the chat,
was actually on a fiberglass positive of Ross.
Yes. Weird.
Well,
small
weeping
world.
Just,
angels.
just so that Simon can feel good. Our own Carl Witzman has repeatedly guessed "Weeping Angels" for just about every one of them. So, because eventually it has to be right.
Gotcha. He can't. He can do.
It's going to be the demons, all right?
Gotcha.
Or possibly the Green Death.
I think Richard. Is it Richard's start now? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Richard. Take this question. You're first,
Um,
and then we'll go to a commercial.
Yes.
is this monster in New Who?
Yes, this monster is in New Who. Simon.
Is this monster also in Classic Who?
Yes, this monster is also in Classic Who. Ross.
Ross just made like a Venn diagram. In his
It's
head.
like, okay.
Okay.
He's doing the jig.
Does this monster have limbs, like a head and arms and legs, like we discussed before?
Yes. To answer your question, yes, it
Okay.
has limbs. Richard.
Oh. Does this monster have gender?
God, this one.
If my brain is guessing what you're
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
I don't even know either.
I'm going to
Google.
say this monster
Is gender neutral.
For this monster doesn't have a gender. The monster doesn't have a gender. Doesn't have a specific gender. Yeah. I'm phrasing it specifically because this one's really hard to answer that question. But Simon, go for it. Next question.
Cybermen.
Is it Cybermen? Yeah, there you go. John
That was going to be my guess.
John made it to the show there.
Don't Davey.
So we got one there, folks.
Hey!
Good job, Carl. Good job, Cindy.
In Time of the Doctor, there was a wooden Cyberman that was played by a woman. Just so you know.
No. I know. It's just hard because when it's the monster, it doesn't really have a gender.
Yeah.
It's really removing emotions and all that stuff. Speaking of removing emotions, because I have no way to segue.
Commercial!
We got more commercials. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tune in, and continue to become part of the legend.
Experience Samara's adventure as she imagines the people around her change into friendly cartoon animals right before her eyes. Journey with her in this poetic tale, My Cartoon Imagination at School.
Alien invaders enslave Earth.
Unleashing hunters into the ruined wastes.
One young survivor struggles to elude their monsters, clinging to hope.
When he's stolen off the planet by a sarcastic starship AI, they pit their uneasy alliance against a treacherous galaxy.
Explore a whole new verse of barbarism and betrayal.
Wonder and adventure.
In the Scion series
by Michael J. Allen.
Beginning with Book 1, Scion Conquered Earth.
Available in print, ebook, and audio on Amazon.com.
Now on Amazon.com, iCoin from author Jeremy Mosby. It's an alternate reality, and the leader of the planet iCoin is none other than Benjamin Franklin. When corrupt officials threaten not only iCoin but the Earth as well, an unlikely chosen one, Jeremy, must face dark foes to save the Earth and iCoin alike. Author Jeremy Mosby takes readers on a superhero's adventure through this compelling and imaginative alternate universe. Get iCoin on Amazon.com today.
Best-selling and award-winning author of true crime and crime fiction, Yvonne Mason is back with a brand new book, The Pink Canary, a book that delves into the life of a drag queen and a marvelous whodunit. You can find this and all of Yvonne's other works on Amazon.com, or find Yvonne Mason on Facebook and Twitter.
He's gonna kill me.
Buy your copy of Pink Canary now.
And welcome back, fellow Whovians, to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil, and welcome to, again, one of our Halloween specials that are taking place all the month of October, our special monster mashup game. I'm here with the lovely Richard Ashton. I'm here with the lovely Russ Mullins, and I am here with our lovely panelist and fellow co-host and all-around nice blue guy, Simon Fisher-Becker, as well as the lovely and talented Melanie Dean, who's keeping me in check because I can't answer some of these questions sometimes. It's just like, is it? Oh,
my own figure.
Yeah. Nice.
Keeping you in check as a stormtrooper.
Oh. We're going to continue on with our game, folks, for charity. Everybody is in here. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is going to be granting a nice little donation to the charity of the winner of this game today. We're going to continue on, and I believe Simon was next, if I'm not mistaken. So, Simon, you're going to lead us off with the next monster.
Is this monster red?
No.
Ooh. Right for it.
Off the bat, no. And for those of you who are joining us live, go ahead and continue on the chats. Try to take your best guesses and have fun with this. Ross, next question.
Is this monster gray?
No. Richard, we're going for color coordination today. Richard, what's your question?
Is this monster green?
I was thinking that.
You're freezing.
That's okay. I heard him. The monster is green. Yes. Simon.
Does it like water?
I don't think it has a preference on... If you're referring to drinking it, I don't think it has a preference on water. Ross.
Is this monster short?
No.
Oh,
is that comparative to the height of Ross? Short or in general?
I don't think you've played it.
A great many of us are short. Comparatively.
No.
See, I'm trying to say yes or no questions, because if I start deviating, then you'll know exactly who the monster is.
Yeah,
so
no.
I'm going to say in its form,
to like an average-sized person, which is about
against
5
an average-sized
foot.
person. No, not short. Richard.
Okay.
It's not short and it's not the size of an average person. Right.
But it's green.
But it's green.
Mm-hmm.
But it's green.
Now I have to add, it's in its form. It's not short. Does it live underground? Not from the stories I've seen it in. No, it does not live underground. Simon.
Does it live in water?
It does not live in water. Ross.
Is it female?
It can be. That is one of the genders that it can have. Yes. Richard.
I'm going to guess again.
Okay.
Silurian.
It is not the Silurians. I am so sorry.
No, that's where my guess was.
Right.
Simon, one more question for you.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah, I do feel I'm back at school now.
Well, let's recap. It is not short.
It's not short.
It's not short. And I will give you a little bit of a hint. Don't ask any water questions. It is green. We have confirmed that.
Green.
It can be female.
It can be female. That is one of the genders. And it does, from the stories it's had, it doesn't live underground. God, Melly, I think you know.
No, this really is like school. Everyone's taking notes. They're doing the critical thinking. it's like virtual learning. Just
I
us with Dr. Who monsters.
I can't think at all. I feel.
Can I give an odd hint?
An odd hint.
Yeah.
Odd
Okay.
hint.
I'm going to go back to Ross's question. Is it tall? Comparatively to human, it can be human size.
So it's not as tall as Ross.
In its
not that I'm saying Ross is inhuman.
It's in its alien alien form. It's taller than a human, but it can be a human sized.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping that gave it away.
Oh dear, is it a Slovene?
Is it a Slovene?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Simon. It is a Slovene. I was hoping somebody would say if it passed gas. I was really hoping for that one.
Oh dear.
Okay. And Simon, you took that one, right? So
yeah. So I've got 3 now.
You got 3.
Blimey. Oh, sorry. I didn't. That was just some interference online.
That's fine.
Okay, yes, of course.
And I think Ross is the next person. Did I get that right, Ross?
Yes.
You're next. Okay. Question.
Is this a new Who monster?
Yes.
Cool.
Richard. Remember, you're playing for charity. Don't
this
disappoint.
also an old Who monster?
It is not an old Who monster.
Oh, so we're looking new Who, not classic whatsoever.
Simon.
Does it have more than 2 legs?
Now I'm stumped because like, how is this hard to answer yes or no?
Because it moves, but I have to answer it this way because there's no way I can get around it. I've seen movement, and I'm going to assume it moves by legs, but I have not seen the legs. Simon probably got it. Ross.
Oh. God, I want to guess, but I don't.
I have to phrase it that way. I am assuming it has legs and it does move, but I have not seen the legs. That's the weird. Or maybe I have, but I just haven't. I've not known this creature to have legs, but I would think it moves on it, which is kind of giving a lot away.
I think. Okay. Is this monster a tribe? And not just
it does
one
have
monster?
a tribe. Yes, it is a tribe. Richard.
A tribe of quasi-legless new Who monsters.
Also fly. Huh? Does it also
They fly. Christian, can they fly? Do they have the gift of flight? So that changes everything. Especially like in the cockroach world. I have a bug world.
See, this is where it gets weird. I'm going to put it in the private chat. Hang on one second. Well, no, this is where it gets weird.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here you go, Melanie. See, this is where it gets weird. So would you?
Oh.
So they don't. Yeah, I mean, you see what I'm saying?
They have legs.
They have legs. I know that. But we haven't seen it.
They have legs.
Okay, they have legs.
And incredibly, they don't have the gift of flight.
They don't have the gift of
Weirdly,
flight. Okay. Weirdly enough, they don't have the gift of flight.
They do not have the gift of flight.
So Simon, next question.
That's the best way I'll put it.
That should have given it a lot away.
Now we're being cryptic. Gotta stay cryptic.
Hang on.
We're supposed to say yes or no.
Has anybody in the chat?
Right. So I'm just going through. So they have legs.
Yes.
They don't fly.
They don't fly.
Mm-hmm.
But could give the appearance of flying.
I did not say that.
Okay.
But they do get into a tribe.
I'm going to make a guess.
Make a guess.
And I'm going to make a guess of something that I said once before that was incorrect.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Weeping Angels.
Melanie, is it the Weeping Angels?
He's along with Carl. It's the Weeping Angels.
See, I can never figure
play
it out
together.
with the wings.
Yeah.
They look like they have the gift of flight, but I've never seen them take off. So yeah, it is the Weeping Angels. Congratulations, Simon.
All right. Okay.
Gotcha.
But Richard and Ross, I only guessed that because I said Weeping Angels before, and I just thought it must be an answer at some point.
About to make that guess.
I was saying with Ross that you're going to be your guest, but you were just in that. Oh, I don't want to be dropped out.
Yeah.
Yes,
As was
just
Cyberman.
Yeah, I was. It was just a sheer guess.
Richard, we're doing this for charity. Don't forget. And you're going to start off the. I believe. Yeah.
Well,
I'm just giving you a hard time, Richard. Just giving you a hard time. It's all out of love.
That's
bro.
all right. I give everybody else the answer.
Christian, do we need another commercial break for our final or no?
I was just going to do this one question and then we'll go to commercial.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks for bringing that up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Richard, you get the first question on this monster.
Okay. Is this monster organic?
Yes. I mean, it has some kind of carbon base, right?
Yeah, it's organic.
I'm going to say yes. I think that's a safe assumption on this monster. Simon.
Has this monster visited Earth?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ross.
Is this a new Who monster?
No. It's not a new Who monster. It's not a new Who monster. Richard.
Is this monster basically humanoid?
If you're referring that it has human features, yes. It does have some human features. Simon.
Does it travel in time?
Oh.
What was that question? What was the question?
It has a travel in time, and I'm going to have to ask Melanie because technically,
I'm really sorry to ask complicated questions.
no, it's not a complicated because this one, because I don't want to get it wrong. I want to make sure I give you guys the right answers, and this one is very hard. So, Melanie, I'm going to say this: it's been known to travel in time once.
Yes, it has traveled in time.
Ross.
Is this monster a tribe? Like a group?
Yes. It can be a tribe, yes. Richard.
Wait.
It is.
Christian, go to the private chat.
Can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
I would hold on to your guess just for a second.
Hold on.
Because there was an answer he gave that I'm kind of now disagreeing on.
Oh no.
Don't look at the private chat.
Okay, I'm just going to say this because Melanie just wanted a clarification. Anybody who's playing wanted a clarification. The monster is been in New Who, but it is not a New Who monster. It has appeared in Classic.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make that clarification. Well, because when I say it's a New Who monster, meaning that it started in the reboot from 2005 on.
So it is or it isn't? It isn't.
It isn't a New Who monster, but it's been a New Who. I
Okay.
will concede with that. Richard.
Whose turn is it to ask a question?
Richard, it's Richard's question. Or no, I think Richard wanted to venture a guess, and I wanted to say, wait, let's clarify on that before he gives his guess.
Okay.
And now my guess sounds very strange because I don't know whether, in fact, this has shown up in New Who. Because of the one-off time travel. Okay. I'm going to say Ogeron.
Ogeron? The Daleks Ogerons? Unfortunately not. No, not this particular monster.
Uh-huh.
No.
Simon?
Because of the dubious, you're not sure whether this monster travelled in time or not. I'm going to go purely because it's the name of the third part of my trilogy.
Okay.
A Zygon.
Melanie, is it a Zygon?
It is
a Zygon.
The dubious part of time travel is because of the 50th anniversary. Remember, it jumped into the painting and went back in time. So it's not time travel in that it had that capability, but it figured out a way.
Yeah, it figured out a way. Yeah. Okay.
Let's just go to commercial break. When we return, we're going to wrap it up. And thank you all for joining us. Hang tight. Here we go.
Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida is leading the way in pop culture fun. From comic books and graphic novels to Funko Pops and collector's items, Famous Faces and Funnies has it all. Rick Shea and the professional team at Famous Faces and Funnies are friendly and knowledgeable. Whether you're looking for toys, props, collector treasures, or a new comic book, Famous Faces and Funnies is your one-stop shop. To find Famous Faces and Funnies on Facebook and Twitter, just type at FFF Comics.
You have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
And much like every episode, when we have a great time, we are all out of time for this episode. We want to wish and thank Richard Ashton, Ross Mullan for coming on here. But the winner of today's game is Simon Fisher Becker. And just because we've only got two charities that we brought online there, the Traveling TARDIS will be contributing to both.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to be contributing to both charities, and we'll be posting the links to each of these gentlemen's charities on the Traveling TARDIS. If you have the means, I know the situation and everything, please go ahead and contribute. They're all great causes. Guys, do you have any final words before we let you go?
I know usually where we can say, where can we find you?
Yeah, that's great. Where can we find you guys?
But if you happen to be doing anything online right now, anything virtually, you know.
Well, I'm continuing in the Hawk Chronicles.
Ooh.
Yeah, The Adventures of Kate Hawk.
Cool.
And I was asked to appear in one episode. It's a radio spoof detective sci-fi program. I joined at episode 103, and I've just recorded episode 144. So there we go. And I play a character called Tony Simon. Yes, an agent from MI6. And you could do on Spreaker and Spotify and iHeart and all that. But there we go. But
okay, we'll drop the links.
Just, yes. I'm going to just say to a few of our actor friends, it's not all doom and gloom. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's very faint, very faint, and we just have to find new ways of finding our own work and not being told that we have to retrain. Because no, that's a political statement, and I shouldn't bring that to this forum. I apologize.
You can book me on Cameo, though. That's great.
Oh, yes, there's Cameo. Yes.
Yeah, you and Simon are both on Cameo, right?
I'm on Cameo, so you can book me on Cameo.
Yes. Yeah.
Richard, you got any upcoming projects or anything you want to let people know about?
No, not at the moment. But like Simon says, out there doing things, doing whatever I can. I've got no idea what Cameo is. Somebody will have to tell me. As you can see,
Ross will catch you up
with this current technology.
I'll catch you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, fellow Whovians, for coming online. I hope you had a great time. Again, remember, next week we're going to be having a special cosplay panel on cosplaying and costuming through COVID, and we're going to have the following. Simon?
Very, very quickly.
Yeah.
The fact of the week: whale poo. Right, whale poo is photosynthesized by microbes, which produce over 50% of the planet's oxygen. So every time you put your lipstick on, or you get yourself some Vaseline, or if you need to get some corsets, just remember, killing that whale means ultimately you're killing us. Political statements, I know. I can't help it. I'm sorry. just put me in the chair and flick the switch. Oh, no, we can't. There's no electricity because there's nobody working. Oh, dear.
And on the 27th, don't forget Phantasmagoria. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. We got the after party coming up, folks. We don't have to go, but we can't stay here. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Simon. And thank you, Melanie, and everybody else. Yeah, that's it. We're done. Happy Halloween, folks. We'll see you on the next episode. Oh my God. I learned something new today there.
Now I know it's now what, midnight? 1?
It's midnight.
So there's probably not going to be much of an after party on this show for everybody. A lot of our gentlemen need to go to sleep.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolute fun.
No, thank you,
I'm going to literally crawl into this bed now and go to sleep.
Good night.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, have a great night. Please stay safe. Melanie, if you want to stick around.
You. And so do we know how much you're going to donate to our charities? Or is that too indiscreet?
It's a little indiscreet now that I got to split it up. So.
No. All right. Okay, no problems at all. That's all right.
But when I say it's coming out of the Traveling TARDIS budget, it's coming out of my pocket. So that's but I'm going to make sure we give you guys.
We'll let you know the amount and how we're doing it. So it's in your name.
Richard and Ross, it was great seeing you.
Great to see you, Simon. Great to see you, Richard. Hope to see you in person next time. And Christian and Melanie too.
Thank you. Someday.
Yes.
Bonsoir, mon cher.
See you guys.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Be safe out there. Oh. So, do we have anybody? Who?
It's just us now. Oh.
No. I mean, do we have anybody who like nailed them all and got them all? Oh, my, got Cindy Cap. Who? Oh, she was just.
Kept trying and trying and trying.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and end the. Okay, no, we're good. Hold on. You see what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if. Okay, Richard. Hopefully, is slowly going by.
I won't even.
Just so that everybody knows, we have a board that we can see when people are jumping on and off. So we have backstage, and that Richard had come back on again. But I think that's probably because he's had so many multiple browsers probably open, trying to connect. So I looked down and went, he's coming back. We're good. But yeah, as Cindy's on, she's still here. She tried hard, but she did miss. Well, there was one that Cindy did, her and someone else at the exact same time. Got it. Let's see if we can find it. I think it was her and Carl at the same time. It was Cyberman.
Oh, okay.
Exactly
Cool.
at 6:45 for both of them. They both had gotten Cyberman.
Cindy says she tried a hard but missed a loss.
No.
I'm glad. I want to thank everybody for getting through the technical issues we had on Richard's side. Thank you. I hope you guys had a great time tonight, and we're gonna have. Melanie, did you freeze? Uh-oh. I think Melanie froze, so I guess I'm with you guys tonight there. So let's do the Melanie. Okay.
Yep, there we go. I froze.
There we go.
I guess thank God my Wi-Fi decided to do it then and there.
There's something wacky technical going on out there.
It's got to be because I'm on a Mac as well, and I know Richard was on an iPad, and for some reason this platform never had a problem with Safari before. Suddenly had issues with Safari.
Wow.
So that's why I think Richard had a lot of hard time, was because suddenly something technical from the platform was not playing well. And just now with my Mac going, it's like, you should plug in an Ethernet core cable. And I'm like, I do have it hardwired. Not on Wi-Fi. Everything's hardwired, so that way it's professional.
I'm going to put this into the chat, and I don't know why I did this, but I'm just following what people have said that I should do with the Traveling TARDIS. But for those of you who are interested, we do have a Twitch page if you want to follow us there. Not much gaming that I do, but I meant now our episodes will be
streaming these and anything else that we
exactly.
can start streaming. I wish that we could start streaming other type of content. I mean, it would be amazing if we could somehow do watch parties there, but definitely what we're doing is we have the channel. Christian got the channel all set up. Lord knows if there gets a point where we could start getting some of the Doctor Who games start really kind of coming out, and maybe we can go ahead and start showing them off there. So that'd be kind of fun with our Twitch.
I don't know if you see the PM that Richard just sent us. He said,
I know.
Had 3 devices running must be a better way to get things. We're hoping that'll be the case there going in the future. But yeah, we got Phantasmagoria at the end of the last Tuesday of the month. And for those of you who we wanted to have an episode like this because we wanted every year to talk about costuming and cosplay. But we have a few people who were going to give expertly advice on how to handle yourself while we're going through these uncertain times if you want to go cosplaying because I've noticed that some of the conventions have opened up. I know a few of my friends have said that they've been going to conventions that are relatively small, but they're going to conventions, and I know people are going trick-or-treating. I said, I think maybe we should have an episode where people just give some recommendations about people who might be going out there to stay safe. Of course, wearing a mask and all that and having hand sanitizer. But give a little bit of advice about cosplayers going out there or costuming and trick-or-treating there. What are you doing for Halloween?
People stay away from me. I'll load candy into a gun and like a kind of gun and just start firing it at kids. Stay away. Go away.
Be on the roof.
If I don't like it, I'll be from the roof, like with a teacher can, like confetti. Except I'll be the evil person firing Jolly Ranchers.
Carl, what's I've been known to Twitch, but I don't think it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't think I know what you're talking about, Carl.
But no, honestly, our neighborhood has a tendency of like standing outside anyway. Yeah. So a lot pre-COVID, a lot of people in my neighborhood do is we kind of just sit up. We have the sidewalk on the street. Yeah. And we just kind of go up. We kind of like camp out like almost right on our driveways where we'll have like you bring out a TV tray or whatever, a few chairs, and you have your candy right there. And kids will kind of walk on the sidewalk, and we're there's like this town suddenly like allows a lot of golf carts. So there's it's now become a huge golf cart community. There's not a golf course for like miles for anywhere from here. But a lot of people have golf carts. So you'll have like the parents and everybody golf cart and putting along while the kids are kind of walking along the sidewalks. Right. So for social distancing, I'm kind of thinking, well, we're going to be all outside. You're not going to be opening and closing doors and letting any of that kind of air and breathing and stuff like that near my house. So probably going to be just doing the same thing-ish. Masking up, staying right there. I'll be wearing gloves, because I've always put the candy into the kids' bags anyway. Because a lot of our neighbors, we just always talked about that. Went, well, this is what we've been doing. So I think we're going to be fine. The big city thing that we're doing is they usually have a like free kids, the big park down there. They have a huge kind of companies and stuff. Have candy and kids will do it trick-or-treating, but they're going to do it like a drive-through kind of thing. So you could drive through this and people will kind of take the candy, put it in. So for our Halloween, it's probably going to be very much the same because we've always just kind of done things that were already contactless, where I'm already putting the candy in your bag. The kids aren't touching the candy. I'm touching the candy. It's contactless. So maybe other people will start doing stuff like that and being more just cognizant of, what things that they have been doing that they can easily do and just add a couple layers of just safety and security on top just to make sure that, stay safe, stay healthy.
See what Carl said? Melanie, you need in our same outfit. He goes, that's what I do. I toss the candy to the lower. I think I was on was it with you, Carl? I think I was on a podcast or something. I think we were on Brian's podcast. He goes, what are you going to do? And I said, you know what? These kids are going to learn capitalism real fast. I'm going to have a vending machine up front with a hand sanitizer.
I kind of want to do is get one of the, because usually for Halloween, me and Kevin, we will just wear whatever cosplay stuff we have for Halloween because we have enough freaking costumes. I almost want to bite the bullet and buy one of those T-Rex ones where it's like the whole suit just stay in there. But all that's doing is taking air from outside and blowing it in there to keep it inflated. So I'm like, maybe not.
We're probably going to do the traditional trick or treat. We've actually pre-bagged all the candy. So
that's smart.
Yeah, we pre-bag. We get those. If you go to the dollar store, you get all like 50 or 100 bags for like whatever, and we just pre-filled the candy up. So all we're doing is dropping it in as they go along. Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical opening the front door and all that, but I think at some point you just got to get to some normalcy and just go back to what we were doing. We didn't even decorate. We normally have like 3 or 4 bins of Halloween stuff that we put outside. I don't know if you've seen the pictures on my personal page of the Halloween stuff we do for the house. I think we just did 2 bins this year. We just kind of like did simple. We weren't going out as much because we normally throw a Halloween party too, and we didn't.
Funny enough, more people, at least in my neighborhood, are decorating for Halloween than they've done in previous years.
Yeah.
Most people really haven't done it this year. I think they are doing it because they've realized, hey, I can go out a little bit further all out here, just something a little bit more morale boosting and fun. And that, again, the way our community's always just kind of done passing out candy, it's well, crap. We don't have to really change anything. So This is awesome.
Oh, God, maybe I forgot. Brian's show's next after us. He's got
stop the after party. Everybody go to Nevermind the Furthermore. Or which other one it is?
Oh, clever title pending.
Clever title
pending.
Besides clever title pending.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Candy slingshot.
I see your slingshot and I raise you a trebuchet. Just don't stand in front.
She actually posted that earlier. It's Candy Trebuchet.
Oh, there it is.
Ah!
There it is. Of my brain, Cindy. Glorious, glorious woman.
So, wow. Okay. So, just for giggles, for those of you who want to promote with us, I'm going in. Hang on a second. There's a new app. It's driving me insane. There's a new app. Now, they don't have the page managers. It's the page managers app is becoming the business Facebook.
Yeah, or Facebook.
And then I tested it out, and it's just like, it was like going from new Facebook to old Facebook to this new stuff. I'm just like, dude, you don't have half the stuff over there. So currently right now, for those of you who want to advertise with that, 38,862. And we're climbing up to 40,000.
One thing I do want to bring out for anybody that's watching this currently, or if you're catching this, on a rewatch, or, just later on your own schedule, when it comes to advertising with us, if you cannot make your own commercial, you don't have to. That's actually something that, when you message Christian and Sage, that they'll tell you more about just, setting up their own commercials and stuff like that. And know that it's not like it's a Saul Goodman from, Better Call Saul kind of deal of, producing a commercial. It's not that crazy expensive and crazy, insane and crazy product. You see the commercials. They're great content, very easy, very getting your message out. And, they're very budget friendly, but also don't worry, you can. So if you have a book that you're self-publishing and you want to get some traffic maybe towards Amazon and get some more reviews, consider it. I mean, we have the audience, then especially with the Hanging With web show team, or all the affiliated items that we have out there, you can go through the entire spectrum and, sell a few books. And people are kind of still sitting at home.
And if you just want to help, if you want to do the poor thing, if you do,
I'm breathing like crazy. I now have the gift I've never had for the past 17 years. I was working at the same company. I have time. I have time to do all the things.
Well, I'm going to say this.
I don't have money, but I have time.
I'm hoping that this would be a future sponsor, but I'm just going to do the test just to let you know that if you want me to just advertise your book or just mention it on the show over there,
I'll chill.
What's that?
I'll chill. What do you want me to tell you about? No, for half an hour to talk about this. Okay, well, this mouse right here. Let me tell you something about it.
Exactly.
You'll find out that I did work in marketing.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, just the MP4 file. Yeah, you can do that. Just add the graphics over it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we can mention it.
Add graphics.
Talk about it if you just want us to do a writing up. I know a few people have mentioned, hey, can you just do a live one for me? I'm like, yeah, of course. And anybody who advertises with us will definitely go to the Facebook page. That's not even a question. So that's part of the deal of advertising with us at the Traveling TARDIS. And I'm like,
and we're not talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars either.
No.
So just the little. I'm trying to remember what off the top of my head. What is the what's the cheapest one? Isn't it like only like,
I don't know if I'm ahead, but I mean it's just double digits. It's not really.
Yeah.
I had the
I had the sheet. I mean, I don't want to.
I have the template somewhere too, and it's somewhere on the computer somewhere.
And the next after party, maybe I'll bring that up just to say, hey, this is what it is. Cursory kind of overlook.
Oh, Carl's asking how much is your Jody painting?
Jody is. Hold on, I used to have the tag behind it. I have to remember how much my stuff is. Okay, so Jody is acrylic on canvas. She's huge. She's painted. Well, it was 300, but I'll take 250.
There you go.
Welcome to COVID.
It's a Traveling TARDIS discount.
However, prints are available at 8x10 for $10.
There you go.
So,
and I'm vouching for Melanie because she was kind enough to paint my dog Bailey, who passed last year.
I do pet portraits.
She does pet portraits, and it's a gorgeous painting. I just said she was asking me what I wanted, and I had a particular picture. It was the first picture I took of Bailey, and he's just got his paws up on my leg like this. And she took the photo and just made into this gorgeous painting. Unfortunately, it's hung up, so I don't want to pull it down.
Hold on. I can find it real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I have it on my computer.
So
now that I'm just sharing stuff.
Good times.
Girl
says you'll definitely take a print.
Okay. DM me. Friend me. Contact me. We will do business, and I will ship it to you for free. I'll include shipping. I love Carl. Let's go. Come on. I guess maybe I could share my screen. I guess sharing my screen might be easier. Hold on 1 second. Because I'm trying to download the print to put it up here and hoop to hoop to hoop. Okay. Sharing screen. It's going to be weird here. I knew that was going to happen. Sorry. Come on. Sorry. I've only got one monitor and this is highly unprofessional. My cursor doesn't want to make this happen. There. That'll be easier. So there's Bailey. I took the picture outside, so that's why you see all my outdoor stuff. But I take it outside so you have natural lighting. So that is Bailey. That is a when I do commissioned pet portraits. There she is. Here, or Bailey was a he. Sorry. And then here's another example of a pet portrait. A lot more high contrast, a lot more fun colors. This was Pumpkin the Dachshund. This one was a fun one, little one too. But yep. And then everything you can find of my work can be found on piecesofmelee.com or etsy.com/shop or wait, I can't remember. Let's stop sharing. Yes, I think it's etsy.com /piecesofmelee. They used to have the word shop in there somewhere, but then they changed it up, so it throws me off. I still need to put Good Omens prints up. I have to do that one. But yeah, all the other prints I have, they're up there. Start doing more nature.
Shall I tell them about the news, or do you want to wait until we finally confirm it? I mean, we got the confirmation, but
we got the confirmation. We just don't know what content we're bringing because I haven't read the email. Christian literally forwarded me an email. He goes, look, and I went, awesome.
Literally, I sent the email before over here, but now I got the final confirmation, and want to thank Mackenzie for helping us bridge that gap.
Mackenzie Floor. You can find her at mackenziefloor.com. Right of one author.
Exactly. And we are going to be right now. We're working on it, but we are possibly going to be performing for Wizard World. And we've had an exciting year because Melanie and the girls were at New York City Comic Con this past weekend.
Yes, thank you, Nico and Kevo from Husbands Talking More or Less. Yes, that was amazing.
We had AmeliaCon. I did a special episode of Fan Expo for the Halloween Horror Nights.
RobertCon.
What else we got?
I think we were slotted for Necro. Not sure if we were able to get the content to them in time because it was like a pre-record live. There was some technical stuff there, but always fans of Necro.
Dave and I did DragonCon. I'm at the conventions that we normally would not get a chance to get out there. We did them all. We're good. And then Wizard World is just wrapping up the bow at the end of this year, and I really hope. I know this is probably a long shot. Oh, did you hear that Spooky Empire is doing a pop-up convention in December?
Yes, I did hear about it.
There was an announcement. They're doing a convention mid-December, and yeah, I'm still kind of. I don't know.
They're going back to the Wyndham, baby.
They're going back to the Wyndham in Orlando, so they're back here. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm hoping by that time. I don't know. It's
the Wyndham where they used to be, right?
Yeah, it's the one on iDrive.
Yeah. I mean, that's some memories, and I love Spooky, and I just have such great memories of going to Spooky and hanging out at the pool parties and just hanging out with people, but that's not like a big. If you've never been. It's a smaller convention in the sense that if you've never been to a convention, if you've never been to a hotel style convention where you're going to have main different rooms and those rooms are connected by a huge, not too huge, but walkway kind of getting through. So any type of, it's a convention built for not necessarily Comic Cons, but more business kind of sides or little kind of more industry expos, that kind of thing. When I think conventions, I'm almost kind of thinking either A, the big ones like MegaCon, DragonCon, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, where you have a big freaking expo hall, and then your panel rooms are off. This is a little bit different. It's more intimate, but not crazy intimate.
Yeah.
I love it. I love spooky. Not in 2020.
I think I'm.
I don't know.
They're limiting the amount of tickets. I know that they're not going to bring in the usual amount of people that they normally have, and I know they're social distancing. I think I did one convention. It was very tiny. I forgot the name of the convention. It was on iDrive, and for the most part, everybody was okay. I mean, the vendors got it down to a science. They figured it all out. They had people who had like merchandise. They actually had a plastic on top of it, and they would reach underneath the plastic and give you the item to try out. So I mean, the vendors started figuring this stuff out really fast. So I felt very safe in the vendors room in the sense that they were social distancing, they were far apart from each other, and they had protected the items, their merchandise, so that I know there's certain merchandise you can't, but they would pull it out from under. They would sanitize their hand and hand you the item, and then when you got the item back, they would sanitize their hand again. So I think the vendors have got it down to a science, and I'm hoping the entertainment did. And the panelists, the people who were entertaining weren't social distancing as much. So I mean, I understood it, but it's just like that was the only downplay of that convention. That was it. But other than that, I still felt safe. They had hand sanitizer from every corner of the place. You couldn't walk into another room without sanitizer being staring at your face. So Cindy Cap says QuadCon has been doing events about 2 times a month in various places. Many precautions. I know this is just. I know that this is not if I go in December, I know it's not going to be the same spooky empire as it is, a cluster, crazy, and just having great time. I know they're going to be very protective about things, but I'm willing to take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
The moment when, and I went to a Halloween activity in a certain city of Florida. I will not say the name. I will not say the place, but I was scared out of my mind. Not because it was scary per se Halloween. It was scary because we went through a corn maze and they had child actors and they were literally screaming at you. They would be like in your face screaming. I'm just, are you kidding me? Can we just pretend that there's a pandemic? Yeah. I left. I totally left. After that.
Before COVID, when it comes to conventions, I was already very people. You go to convention, you know what con crud is.
Yeah.
I don't ever want that. Ever. And now we've got COVID, which is concrete times 1 billion and can kill you. So it's like, no, I didn't want you breathing my air anyway. Now I really don't want you breathing my air.
Yeah, but it was one thing. It was one thing if I'm going around the corner and they do the scare, but if they're just constantly, as I'm walking, scare me, and like you didn't get me the first 6 times, the 7th time is not going to work either, no matter how much you shout in my face. But yeah, I was like, nah. So I was not impressed by what was going on, and I left. It's very rare because you want to get to some kind of normalcy, but you also go and like, I know there's a pandemic, and we just remember there's a pandemic. I know you want to.
Bored now.
Yeah. Carl says, ugh, con crud, had it, don't need it again. Yeah, I've known the con crud. It's
especially if you have cons coming one after the other.
Exactly.
It's the worst when you know you're going to get con crud. There's no time to deflate because usually after a con, you'll start getting con crud about 2 days after. Right after you realize your voice is starting to go because you were just talking for so long. Mm. And now here it comes and you're like, oh, I have a convention this next weekend.
It drives you insane.
Out honey and lemon.
Exactly. And would you consider it like a cold? Because it's not really a cold. It's like its own virus. It's like its own. Yeah, it's like its own thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even act like a cold. It's like it's like somebody just said, "Oh, did you want to get back up? Sleep." You're not getting up.
And you get a fever, and you get a fever, and you get a fever. Yeah, it's viral. What?
Oh God!
I have my cat just being cute right here. That's why I think Carl said, "Hello, kitty." Luna,
I forgot
hold
to
on,
wear
people,
my.
you can see her.
I forgot
There's
to wear
Luna.
my. Oh,
There's Luna
my
being
God.
stupid. Luna, are you showing off? Hello. You're gonna keep flumping. She's flumping now.
He's flumping.
She keeps flumping around. That's Luna. This is Luna, everybody. Hello, Luna. It's a form of flu. That makes sense because there's how many strains of flu they say?
6 billion.
Yep.
For each
And
person.
one of them's Concrud. All right. Well,
yeah.
I don't know about this after party. My cat's on my lap now too. Aw. They get on my lap, they just slide right off. They're all silky. They all have very silky short hair. I have short hair domestic short hair kitties. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you for sticking around and watch us talk about flu and Concrud and whatnots.
A Halloween
and whatnot. But it's time to go. It's
right.
Tuesday night.
Melanie, thank you much. Everybody, thank you for joining us there. Please stay safe, wash your hands, and just
keep being awesome.
Keep being awesome and always become part of the legend. Please stay safe out there. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye now. Thank you. Take care of yourselves.